Hectic.
Hi there, Hectic 99ers. Just look behind me. Isn't nature just gorgeous? Today, I am in the beautiful province of Limpopo, and I'm going to introduce you to Kirsten Ewers. Now, Kirsten is living the dream. She is a qualified field ranger who is currently an intern right here at the South African Wildlife College near Hoedspruit. This college doesn't only train wildlife area managers and field rangers, but they also have a specialized anti-poaching canine unit. Hi there, Kirsten.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
It's a pleasure, anytime.
Now, Kirsten, you are currently an intern right here at the South African Wildlife College, but you're also trained as a field ranger. So tell us more about your training and what it means to you to be a field ranger.
I'm extremely proud to be a field ranger because we are the front line against anti-poaching and, you know, catching the bad guys. And our training is very intensive. We do physical training and we spend 2 months at a workplace, which gives us very practical insight into what it is to be a field ranger. We also spend time in the classroom learning about species of fauna and flora, protocols, and going on different types of patrols and things like that.
What exactly does a normal day in the life of a field ranger look like?
I wake up at about 4:30 to get here and we shovel up some of the dog's mess in all the kennels, and then we go through it with a hose pipe to, you know, do a little bit of scrubbing, check if all the dogs have clean water, and then we start sweeping the walkways and clean the drains out. Then we take the dogs for a walk, then we come back. The dogs that were here while we're taking some of the others might have missed, we clean that up, the whole thing over and over again until it's feeding time.
So it's pretty much wash, rinse, repeat for you every day?
Yes, every day.
Okay, now you mentioned a little earlier on that you guys are very anti-poaching.
Yes.
Ne? So Kirsten, how does what you do make a difference?
Well, I like to keep the dogs at their working best so that when they go out in the field and they track down those poachers, they can do it to the best of their ability. And the dogs are a very effective tool in anti-poaching. I mean, nighttime, they can track, which a normal person, you know, if you go on a track, you can't really do it at nighttime because we use visual tracks and they use the scent of the person.
What's the difference between a field ranger and a field guide?
A field guide deals more with tourists and takes them around the bush, you know, showing them the wildlife and things like that. They interpret the bush for the tourists. And a field ranger, we are on the ground. Our job has no hours. We're out there dealing with the wild animals as well as the elements, whether it be extreme heat or rain. We have to deal with it all.
Hectic 99ers, you've heard it from Kirsten herself. She is clearly very passionate about her job and she clearly loves what she does. So Kirsten, please tell us, what exactly is your favorite part of being a field ranger?
Well, as I said, I really enjoy keeping these dogs comfortable and happy so that when they got in the bush, they can do the best job. And that entails, you know, making sure their living environment is clean and nice for them to be comfortable in. But would you like to help me?
I would absolutely love that.
Okay.
So Kirsten has just invited me, and guys, I love dogs. I mean, love dogs. But I've never had to clean up after that many of them. So this is bound to be interesting. Wish me luck. Stay tuned, and let's see what we have after the break.
Hectic. Hectic.
As you can see, guys, Kirsten has invited me to help her clean the kennels and meet the dogs in the canine unit. So Kirsten, shall we get going?
Let's do it.
Before we go, do I need a poop scoop?
No, we've got you covered on that front.
Then let's get going.
All right, so we've got 2 options. And I would let you choose, but I know that's paid too well. So
I guess I'm on spade duty today.
Yep.
I'm on poop duty.
Yes, you are, my friend.
My.
Let's get started. So what I've learned is the trick is you have to get a good stance. You know, it's all in the knees and
I'm ready.
The back.
I'm ready.
So yeah, and then once you scoop it, and then you gotta like.
Woo.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing good.
Yeah,
and it goes in
job.
here?
Yeah.
So tell me, Kirsten, do you always have more than one dog in one kennel?
Oh no, it's just when they're in packs, like these two are part of a pack. So they stay together. Those ones in the open enclosure, they're a pack, so they stay together.
So we train the dogs, yes?
Yes.
What exactly do you train them to do? How are they trained and what does this training involve?
All right, so we have the Malinois, which are the shepherd-looking dogs, and they're good for on-leash patrol dogs. So you go on patrol and this dog picks up a scent of maybe a poacher, and then you'll indicate that he's found the scent, and then you'll go off and start tracking. And then we have the detection dogs, which is where they'll search around the car. The dog will go around and sniff if he smells any illegal substances like ivory, rhino horn, you know, ammunition or drugs, and then he will indicate to his handler that he's found something. We have a couple dogs that are ready for patrol if you'd like to experience what the patrol is like.
I would absolutely love that. Thank
Yeah.
you for the invitation.
No worries.
Absolutely love that.
Yeah. Okay.
And what do I do with this?
Okay, well, there's more poop to pick up.
Is there?
There's a lot more.
So we're collecting poop. Are we planning to use it for anything particular?
No, we dig a hole and we bury it.
So not fertilizer or anything along those lines?
In a sense, yeah, outside. It will be fertilizer for that soil.
Okay, let's go.
Come on, Vaughn, we gotta go.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hectic. Hectic.
So, Kirsten, before we get started, can you please give our Hectic 99ers a quick background on all the protocol for a patrol?
Okay, so first things first, you have to be completely silent unless there's something that you see that you need to notify us of. Which brings me to my next point is you have to be hyper aware of your surroundings. If you smell anything, you see anything or you hear anything, you need to let us know. Anything that's unnatural in this habitat that you think is just odd, you need to let us know. And also hand signals, we communicate in hand signals. So I'll teach you the hand signals in a second, but if the corporal or I give you a command as to stop or go down, you need to execute it immediately because it could be a matter of serious importance.
Okay. Well, would you like to show us the hand signals now or a little later on?
I think I should show you now.
All right.
Okay, so
I can help you with that. Hi, babes. Hi. Hi.
so this means stop,
Okay,
Right.
stop.
and stop and go down.
Gotcha.
Yes, and if there's something that we spot maybe in the distance, and then we'll tell you to stop and then point in the direction where we see it, you know,
Okay.
to keep a lookout. Okay?
Okay.
You have it?
Stop.
Yes.
Go down.
Yes.
Look. Direction. Gotcha.
Okay.
I say we get to it.
Yeah, I think so. Let's go, girlie.
You okay? I'm good, I'm good. I'm just so curious. With all this wind, doesn't it somehow affect the smell that the animals pick up? Doesn't it perhaps lead them in the wrong direction?
It's not the wrong direction, but perhaps if you see a visual track is going this way and the dog might be picking up the scent just a little bit off, but you can see that the track's here, but the dog's picking it a little bit up. That's what the wind will do, but it will not lose the scent completely because the scent can stay there for up to 2 days.
Okay. And what indication does the dog give you when he or she has picked up a scent?
Well, that's one of the things handlers need to know how to observe is you can see when a dog has lost the track and when it's picked it up again and starts going at it. It usually is they might lift up their nose if they've lost the track, and then once again they'll start following the track, and you can tell because they're very focused and they're just in that track. Their nose is down in that
Bless you.
track and they're following it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it's nothing.
It's just nothing. So, Kristen, do you ever let go of any of the dogs? You have her on a leash.
Yeah.
Do you ever let her go and run wild on her own if she sensed something?
Not dogs like these. These are special on-lead dogs, so they have to take us somewhere. But we do have the packs that you saw, the packs of 5 dogs, 3 dogs. What we do is we find a live track, a track that's not very old at all, and then we release the pack onto the tracks, and they run at 20 k's an hour, faster than any human can track, and they go, and they wear GPS collars.
Oh, okay.
And then the handlers are following above in a helicopter, and then once they see on the GPS that the dogs have stopped, they know they found something, and then they can go and apprehend the poachers.
So you can track the animals, but
Yes.
how do you make sure that the animals are still safe? Because we are in a very wildlife sort of area, so there's lots of bigger animals, there's a potential of snakes, and how do you make sure that the animals are still safe?
Well, you know, as you said, there's a potential that they could get hurt, and we have to realize that it's a danger, and if an animal does get hurt, there's nothing really that we can do about it except to follow protocol.
Okay, I say we keep going.
All right.
Let's see what else we can find. Come on, girlie. Oh, Ntombi, you're such a good girl. Thank you for today. Kristen,
Yeah.
Corporal, thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with the Hectic 99ers. We enjoyed every single second immensely. From me, Noni, it's goodbye. Cheers.
Hectic. Hectic.